The Echoes, Life After Childhood Trauma, Episode 7, When the World Touches Back. When the world finally touches back, it never really announces itself. It arrives usually in fragments, a hand on your shoulder, a stranger's uncomplicated kindness, a silence that doesn't demand to be filled. And at first, the body misreads it. Is this a trick? Safety, after all, feels like danger when danger was the language you were raised in. For years, I thought connection had to be earned. That warmth came as payment for performance. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just arrives innocent and clean, offered by someone who doesn't look or sound like your trauma. And in that moment, the body pauses, not freezing, not fleeing, just holding. Like a camp of horses circling the wagons. And inside the circle, you watch, you wait, you send out one small gesture, then another. And each one returns unbroken, so you shift the barricade a little wider. And that's how proximity tolerance grows, not through courage, but through curiosity. You test the air and find it breathable. I've seen it happen in others before I could name it in myself. Once a foster carer, an older lady with that rare maternal gravity that makes even chaos hush, showed me what it looks like when care is its own reward. No agenda, no performance, just presence. The young people she'd once looked after still returned to her years later, drawn not by need but by recognition. She was the first person I'd met who could love without a ledger. Standing in a kitchen, I realised that's what authenticity feels like. It doesn't ask you to perform. And that's the paradox of healing. When you meet authenticity, the real thing, it dismantles vigilance faster than therapy ever could, because the nervous system recognizes truth before the mind does. You can't fake clean intent. The body knows. So what does it mean to inhabit relationships, work and love without the performer taking over? It means letting the performer rest. It means not rushing to translate yourself, not reading the room before you've even entered it. It means trusting that you can be witnessed in real time, mistakes and all, and the world will not collapse. Sometimes the only way to test safety is to stay still long enough to notice you haven't been hurt. Impermanence was the key that finally unlocked this for me. Everything changes. The good, the terrible, the exquisite, the unbearable. Once I really understood that, I stopped gripping so tightly. If joy is fleeting, let it flood you. If pain arrives, know it will recede. Either way, nothing is permanent, so you can afford to stay. Impermanence, strangely, makes intimacy possible. In the therapeutic process, I see the same slow miracle. Someone I'm talking to realizes that I'm not performing. They scan for threat, for agenda, for the small tells of falseness, and don't find any. And in that absence of performance, something ancient in them exhales. They truly allow themselves to be seen. They open, they process, and they begin to heal. And it's never really dramatic, always quiet, like a lock turning in a door that's waited years to move. So if you're listening and you're learning to stay near, stay open, stay just long enough, know this: vigilance and presence can coexist. You can keep your awareness and still be touched. You can hold your boundaries without being alone inside them. And sometimes when the world finally touches back, you realize you no longer need to flinch. Soft hope lives there in the realization that it's okay, you're okay, right here inside the living world, touched and touching back.